folks, it's Rich here, your novice guitarist friend. For those who don't know me, I like guitars. Had lots of them. 146th guitar. I'm still crap, but hey, that doesn't matter. I've got lots of guitar reviews from a novice point of view on my playlist. Anyway, today, this is a Harley Benton CST-24 P90 T. You can see what it's based on. Now I've had not a custom 24 PRS, but I've had a standard 24. And I've also had one of these before, but in the humbucker version, not the P90. So just quickly, what you get before I tell you why I like this and a bit about how it compares to a PRS. It's mahogany body, mahogany neck, Pal Ferro fretboards, 24 fret stainless steel jumbo, and it's got a 13.78 inch neck radius. Graphite nut. Now, I bought this from second hand. They're £230 new from Thomond, which is free shipping to the UK. It takes 5 to 7 days. The lad who had this before me bought this from second hand for 170. He's not had it all that long. Like me, he's a sort of beginner, and he's just not got on with it. Original tuners. I remember these, and they're very good. These are a little bit better, but even as lockers go, they're not great. But they're okay, they'll do the job. The Harley Benton logo, a bit hard to see in this light, but it's sort of slightly pearlescent-y. It changes colour a little bit, which is nice. The nut, it's got no sharp shoulders, which is good. And the height of the nut looks okay. It might be a tiny bit high this side, but it looks okay. The slots are cut all right as well. I'm going to put some nut sauce in it anyway. The fretboard for a Pal Ferro, and they vary a lot, Pal Ferro, don't they? This one's a sort of medium to dark with a nice grain through it. It's got a sort of a light, the grain actually looks a bit more like rosewood really, although the colour is too light, but that will get some oil on it to cheer it up. And the stainless steel frets, I'm not going to say they're mucky, they're not, but they're not polished to it either. They're somewhere in the middle. The neck carve, now the actual PRS has got a 10-inch radius neck, so it's a bit different, it's a bit flatter, but it has a wide thin certainly on the standard version, and this mimics that wide thin very nicely. It's not thin as an Ibanez, but it's certainly a lot thinner than you'd get buying a Fender or a Squier type guitar. It's flatter and thinner, and actually really comfortable. It's been a while since I've held this kind of a neck. It's 42 or 43 mil at the nut. It's very comfortable and sort of playable. It's lovely. It's got binding, as you can see, as well, which is finished very well. There are no blobs or unstraight lines or finish errors on this one at all. All the dots are lined up in how they should be. It's actually finished really, really well. The frets, no sharp fret ends this side at all. On this side, sharp's a bit the strong word to use really, but you can just feel them just a touch up here. Yeah, just a little bit. You've got these sort of pearloidy inlays. Obviously P90 on here, which is different. The strap buttons are, let's take this off, the type I like, the kind of mushroom domey ones that PRS and Ibanez do. They keep your strap on a lot better than the conical shaped ones. This joint here, exactly like a PRS, a full size block. I've taken the back off. There's a big chunky ass block in there and alpha pots in here. As you can see, some pretty grain through there. It's got a PRS-esque bridge and a push in arm, which is nice. It doesn't have a little grub screw to tighten it, but it's nice that it's pushing. A volume and a tone, and a 3-way switch over here. The binding on this is also very nice. So this is a particularly good example, I think. The top, I mean, it's nice. It's sort of a bit flat looking, and I mean, it is a carved top. But yeah, I wouldn't say the graphic on there is particularly sort of crisp and clear, but it's nice looking. Yeah, it's nice looking. I love the fact you've got the switch back here. Obviously a lot of PRS, you've got the blade switch here in between your volume and your tone behind the bridge, and it's just in the way. Like the Chapman's, it's the same kind of thing, it's in the way. But not on here, it's back in this position like some of the other PRS have them. And I was pleasantly surprised actually at how good the volume and the tone knobs are. in terms of sort of graduating from tones, whoop, from bottom to top. It's just on a clean channel with my Blackstar HT1R. On the slightly attuned, it's a shorter scale length, and these are 9s. The action as well on this needs sorting out. It's about 4mm at the 12th fret. I don't know what it's like when I got it out of the box, but I've just contained the tone all the way to the bottom, and about sort of a third up, about half near the top, and at the top. So it's a usable tone pop, which is nice because that isn't always the case, is it? And the volume that's off, about 4, about 8, sorry, back killing me, and 10. So they all work well. Heavy pick, it's a PRS pick. Some people use an even heavier pick, darker, and a medium pick, lighter. Let's go back to the one I had originally on the bridge. Turn the volume down a little bit here and press a pedal, crunch pedal, back onto the neck. run through. Cleans nicely, crunches nicely, not too heavy like a lot of Harley Bentons either. It's a nice weight, it's balanced, everything works properly. I think it's great value for money, this. I'm impressed with it, more impressed than the previous one of these I had with the humbuckers in, which had a few finished flaws and the colour didn't really suit it. But I'll put a link down below to the PRS I had and to the other Harley Benton. But based on this one, would I recommend it? I would. I might be only a novice, but I've had 145 guitars, so anyway, bye for now.